We've known about eclipses for a long time. They're no mystery. So what happens is a very kind of a special alignment between the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, where the Moon is basically standing between the Earth and the Sun and blocking the Sun's light from view.
It's just like a really awesome thing to experience, you know, the whole sky going dark and being able to visualize the solar corona. Anybody here on Earth should be very flattered by what the sun does to us. We should respect it completely, and we should respect the scientists who want to learn and study the sun in great detail, because it's our energy source. In most fields of astronomy, you're starved for photons. Things aren't bright enough. The sun is actually too bright. And so during an eclipse, you have the moon that blocks out the sun perfectly. And even with our sophisticated instrumentation today, we can't do that with a fake moon. So having the moon there, blocking out the sun's light, allows us to study all the atmosphere that's very diffuse around the sun. And so we can learn more about how it works and what it's doing and that sort of thing.
The sun has an atmosphere like all stars, and that atmosphere is called the corona. Eclipses are our chance to actually view what's happening in that corona, what's happening with that plasma that's extended past the surface of the sun. The Citizen Kate experiment is a joint venture between about 20 high schools, 20 universities, and many basically citizen scientists that are involved in it. The significance of the project is that it actually fills in a very unique range of the part of the corona we know very little about. The Citizen Kate experiment would provide data that would tell us what's happening with the plasma, how the plasma is behaving over time in that middle range of the corona called the inner corona. This is a unique experiment since it had been 99 years since the last eclipse that crossed the entire United States that gives us dynamic information about the corona. Since we can create a long video, it would tell us what the corona, the plasma is doing over 90 minutes as opposed to a snapshot of 2 minutes at most. The most exciting thing about this eclipse is that it gives us an opportunity to kind of bring awareness that we're part of a huge cosmos and things around us are moving. We're sitting on a tiny little rocky planet, one of 8 in around a very average star called the Sun. And although the Sun is the closest star to us, and there is at least 100 billion of them just in our own galaxy, the Milky Way, and there is at least 100 billion galaxies in the universe, it's still quite special to us.
Space, you know, as a whole is very unexplored, and we're just kind of like scraping the surface of these kind of things that we can discover out in space. And that's really exciting, and that's what we really strive to understand about, you know, our whole universe.